April is Distracted Driving Awareness Month. It also marks a year since Ohio's new distracted driving law went into effect.
Yeah, for the first 6 months, remember, drivers were only given warnings if they were improperly using their cell phones on the road. In October, the citations started.
Our Isabel Lawrence spoke with law enforcement, ODOT, and families directly touched by distracted driving to dig into the impacts of the law.
These are choices that you make when you're driving.
Brock Dietrich's mission is educating teens.
What are you going to do with those things that might distract you?
Teaching others the lesson his family learned the hard way.
I'm confident that if she had not been distracted by her phone or she had put on her seatbelt, either of those two things were different, she would be alive today.
In 2013, his 17-year-old daughter, Sydney, veered off the road on the east side of Columbus, her phone in her hand. The high school junior with aspirations of owning her own beauty salon, gone.
She just connected with people of all ages.
Now, Sydney's family hopes her story connects with others to save lives.
You can't wait until the moment to decide how you're going to respond when your phone dings. You have to have a plan to prevent it from distracting you.
From 2019 through 2023, the Ohio State Highway Patrol cites distracted driving as a factor in 55,857 crashes in Ohio, resulting in 185 lives lost.
But last year, a new law made distracted driving a primary violation, prohibiting drivers in most cases from using or holding a cell phone while driving.
Now we could take a really proactive approach and take action when we visually observed someone using their cell phone behind the wheel.
Sergeant Bridget Matt with the Ohio State Highway Patrol says when comparing the last 3 months of 2022 to the same period last year when the law was first enforced, citations increased 119%.
Last year, in 2023, we had the lowest fatal crashes as a result of distracted driving that we've seen in the past 5 years. And I have to attribute that to the new law going into effect.
Good news for everyone on the roads.
Their office comes on the side of the road with cones protecting them.
Amanda McFarland with the Ohio Department of Transportation hears the stories from ODOT's road crews.
Oh, you wouldn't believe the number of people that I saw looking at their phones, or the number of people that skirted over real quick to move for us because they weren't paying attention.
Cambridge Mobile Telematics has been analyzing data in Ohio and found an 8.6% decrease in distracted driving since the law took effect, an estimated impact of 3,600 crashes prevented and 17 lives saved.
He loved flying, he loved helping his neighbors, he loved helping his friends.
Perhaps one of those lives could have been 29-year-old Nathan Richardson, a captain in the Air Force National Guard who was killed by a distracted driver as he was changing a tire on the interstate in Guernsey County.
She lost control, slid sideways, clipping the right rear of the truck and broadsiding Nathan as she was sliding into the ditch.
August will mark 10 years since Nathan's death. And a decade on, his family remains as committed as ever to getting drivers to put the phone down.
We will do whatever needs to happen to not have one family lose a loved one to
go through
silliness, to selfish behavior.
Isabel Lawrence, 3 News.
Boy, thank you to Isabel for that story. As for what happens when you text or drive or have your phone in your hand, it depends on how many times you've received that violation. Also, the punishment is points on your license, fines, and even a license suspension.